At 3 o'clock p.m., a certain Maria Catalina E. Cabral, former USEC of the DPWH, asked to be dropped off by her driver along Camp 5 in Cannon Road. The driver followed the instructions and left her there. Later at 5 o'clock, he went back to the hotel looking if she went back by herself. Not finding her, he reported the matter to the police. Upon reporting, at around 8 p.m., her body was found in the bottom of a ravine, approximately 20 to 23 meters high. From the point, from the direct vertical descent that she was found. She was found unconscious and unresponsive, and was declared dead on arrival when she arrived in the hospital. We would like to reiterate, number one, she is still undergoing autopsy and a DNA test to make sure that it's really her. Baka budol-budol to di ba? So naninigurado lang tayo na siya talaga yan. We offer our condolences to the family. This loss must be very great to them, and at the time of death, it's nothing to make fun of. However, let me be clear. Ang pagkamatay ng isang tao ay hindi ibig sabihin titigil ang gulong ng hustisya. Hahabulin namin ang lahat ng nakoyaman, buhay o patay. Kung naman merong ebidensya, kukunin pa rin ng gobyerno ang lahat ng akbang na kailangan para maibalik sa taong Pilipino ang perang ninakaw. Kaya sa lahat ng mga akusado, mag-isip-isip kayo. Death will not protect you. Death will even bring greater shame to your family. Face up to the charges, man up to the charges, answer the charges, and have faith in the judicial system. To the Filipino people, we assure you that no one is sacred, that death or whatever act can protect you from the government recovering the stolen money of the people. We mean business. Kukunin namin, babatakin namin, ibabalik sa taong Pilipino ang lahat na ninakaw.
Sir, Sec, balikan ko na rin yung punto nyo kanina tungkol kay Yusek Cabral. Na-secure na po ba yung mga belongings niya, mga cellphone?
Yes, ano doon na. The cell phone will be analyzed later. We're asking it from the family kasi kinuha nila. So we're gonna ask it later. We're also gonna have to ask access to the computers or laptops of Yusek Cabral. But that will have to be subject to a subpoena by the Sandigan Bayan or by the Ombudsman or the NBI in their investigation.
So after na-retrieve po nung remains, na ibigay po sa pamilya yung mga...
Parang ganun nangyari.
Tama po ba yung protocol na
It was a crime scene. So there were lapses on the part of the investigators. But we are doing everything we can now para ma-retrieve lahat ng mga materials yan. And we are now going to mandate an autopsy and a DNA test para sigurado talagang ang manner of death, kung may foul play o wala. But from initial reports, walang foul play.
May na-establish na po kaya sino yung huling kausap niya bago nangyari?
Wala. It seemed parang iniwan lang siya ng driver. Tahimik daw, iniwan ng driver, bumaba ng kotse, parang mag-i-inspect lang daw siya. Parang normal sa kanila yan eh. Tapos pinalis na siya. Tapos nakita nila siya sa ilalim sa bangin. Mga 8 o'clock p.m.
Sa pagkakaalam niyo, si Yusek Cabral, gaano ba kalaking personalidad dito sa issue
Kasama siya, sa aking pagkakaalam, kasama siya ni Yusek Bernardo as the principal architects of the flood control scam. Silang dalawa yan?
Okay. Karen De Guzman of ABS-CBN.
Good morning po. Sec, sabi po base po doon sa statement po nung driver, iniwan niya po yun si Yusek Cabral doon. Kahit pinapaalis na po sila ng mga pulis dahil nga po nasita na sila nung una. Sa tingin niyo po ba accurate itong statement ng ating driver or siya mismo ay pwede po maging suspect or person of interest dito po sa kaso po ni Yusek?
Until after the autopsy and after all the witnesses, everyone is considered a suspect na kasama niya beforehand. So you'll have the full report in maybe 24 hours after everything is done.
Meron na po ba tayo nakalap na CCTV kung binalikan man po siya ng driver dun
Wala
sa
eh.
hotel?
At that point of Cannon Road, wala na mga CCTV yan eh. Diyan yung lagi yung nagla-landslide. However, the family positively identified her already. But we cannot rely on that alone. Kasi, again, baka may budol play dito eh. Maninigurado pa tayo.
Kumbaga, Sec, yung pumunta sa hotel, baka yung hotel po kaya may nakalap na po ba tayong CCTV doon?
That's part of the investigation. Umalis naman sila sabay eh. Umalis silang sabay ng driver. Tapos, wala naman kasama si Miss Cabral. As of last report, walang kasama doon sa hotel. Tapos, umuwi na siya. O, baka ano iniisip nyo ha. Wala siya kasama ron. Wala siya kasama.
Opo, ano pong ginagawa niya doon, sir?
We don't know. Hindi namin alam.
Taga-QC po siya eh.
Taga-QC siya eh. Hindi ko alam. We have no idea.
Pero
Kasi
Sec,
resigned na siya. Remember, resigned na siya, so she doesn't have to time in and time out with us anymore.
sa tingin niyo po may kinalaman po ito sa pagkakasangkot niya sa flood control?
I would assume na she was undergoing severe stress sa nangyayari dito. But that's only an assumption. I cannot talk in behalf of what her mental state was.
Miss Marlene Padiernos, Teleradio.
Sir, clarification, sir. Yung cellphone at gadgets, sir, nasa custody na po ng pulisya for...
Hindi, wala. Nasa custody ng family.
Nasa family po po.
Nasa family pa, pero di-request na namin na makuha.
Okay. Tapos, sir, nabanggit po ninyo kanina, nagkaroon ng lapses sa part po ng investigators. Can you elaborate po, sir?
Well, any death of that nature is considered a crime scene. So there must be extensive investigation first before any and all information is released. However, tinurnover kagad sa pamilya yung katawan. There is a mandatory holding period na para makita ang lahat, and there were lapses in that sa nangyari.
Alright, thank you po.
Okay. Mon Gualvez of TV5.
Sir, good morning. Clarification lang din. Yung victim identification, hindi pa ba enough po yun with the family?
Hindi. Baka budol play eh, di ba? Baka ibang katawang ginamit, sabi ng pamilya, sila na yon. Pero baka tumakas sa ibang lugar. Di ba? Marami kasi nagbe-fake ng death certificate eh. So, naninigurado lang kami na siya talaga yan.
Are there any statements na ho from the driver kung bakit sila nagpunta sa Cannon Road specifically?
Wala.
in that area?
Sabi niya lang, bumaba siya nung nagpababa sa kotse, iwan mo muna ako dito. And then, ayun, nawala na siya.
Sir, baka may mga initial investigation na rin kung prior this day or yesterday, meron ba mga natanggap na threats si Yusek Cabral,
Wala
former
naman.
Yusek?
There are no indications of such. Wala rin sinabi yung pamilya.
Miss Gwen Latoza of PCIJ.
Hello po. So this is about Yusek Cabral po. Sir, so we know it's an unfortunate event because she was a key
Yes.
witness who supposedly knows all the proponents of anomalous projects in the past 3 years. So sir, how can we ensure na lahat ng iba pang possible witness in this flood control scandal are encouraged to go to authorities, divulge what they know, and rather than avoid the investigation through whatever means possible? Like, are we also tracking the possibility of them being threatened by bigger fishes po?
Of course, that's all supposition. No? But what we are doing is that no matter what you do, the law will go after you. So, in life or in death, the wheels of justice will turn. So, kahit anong gawin nila, tumakas sila, hahabulin pa rin sila.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Juan Antonio of IBC. Okay. Miss Edniel Parosa of DZRH. Mr. Edniel.
Check. Gaano ka-importante or anong naging epekto ng pagkawala ni Yusek Cabral doon sa ongoing probe ng Ombudsman? I understand may mga legal processes na rin siya dapat kaharapin, investigation sa ICI.
Yes.
Anong nawala, sir? At saka, anong assurance, sir, na may steps pa tayo? Binanggit mo kanina no, na ongoing yung gagawin natin to...
Ongoing yan. The Ombudsman and the DOJ are actively pursuing all leads and all players in this flood corruption scandal. So far, she has been tagged as one of the suspects dito. The suspect was one of the masterminds in the flood control scandal. as USEC for planning, siya nagsasabi kasi kung ano ang kailangan gawin. Siya nag-a-approve. So, siya ang naglagay kung saan pwede maglagay ang pera. Siya nagsasabi kung sino ang ano ang approved projects. So, kasama siya ni USEC Bernardo sa nag-a-approve ng lahat niyan.
And sir, for context lang, kapag may deceased na suspect or someone, yung mga investigasyon na kinasasangkutan niya, ano mangyayari doon?
Tuloy pa rin. Tuloy pa rin yun. Tuloy pa rin yun. May money trail at evidence trail pa rin nahabulin eh. Titignan pa rin yung assets niya, kung nagmamatch yung assets sa income. Titignan yung cash flow. Tignan na ng link kung saan dumaan ang pera, kung magkano dumaan sa kanya. At doon ang magiging subject ng civil forfeiture ng gobyerno sa kanya.
So tuloy sir, yung pagbawi natin ng assets.
Tuloy ang pagbawi ng assets. If proven guilty, again, may due process tayong titignan. So, iimbestigahan pa rin yun. And if now that she's not around to defend herself, maybe her family will defend her assets.
Thank you, sir.
Ms. Naomi Almohano of A2Z, you're good. Jairo Boledo of Rappler.
Okay na.
Hello, sir. Morning po. Sir, doon sa I understand na hindi pa kilala yung may na-establish na mga taong kinausap niya or pinuntahan niya sa
Wala
bahay.
pa. It's been too soon. It's barely been 14 hours. So, ini-establish pa namin yung mga CCTVs ng hotel kung may pumasok o wala. But as far as we know, according to the driver, wala siya kasama doon sa hotel.
Sir, based on the investigation so far, discussion with the family members, suicidal daw po ba si Secretary?
There were no signs. Wala kang alam na ganyan. Usually in these cases, and a lot of us have gone through it, I myself have been witness to it, you really can't tell when these things will happen. Rarely are there signs na suicidal o hindi.
Last lang po from my end, paano po yung magiging chain of custody ng devices through subpoena po?
So, through subpoena ng PNP.
Okay. A follow-up question from Ms. Gwen Latosa of PCIJ.
Sir, are we doing any cautionary measures so this doesn't happen again for other possible witnesses? Like,
All witnesses are now under custody and protective custody ng DOJ.
yung mga hindi pa po nahuli, baka kasi may plans
Again,
po sila.
so we cannot establish that until the entire evidence trail is found. So they will be found. Nag-inumpisahan na yan. But you're talking about the DPWH having 42,000 projects? Parang ganun sila 42,000 projects. Tapos, so far, they've only investigated, of the 42,000, yung flood control pa lang in-investigate nila. So there's a lot to be uncovered.
Okay, thank you.
A follow-up question from Mr. June Veneracion.
Question for General Tates. Sir, kanina sinabi ni Sec. John Vic Rimulya na obviously karoon ng lapses doon sa pagpreserba ng crime scene. Obviously, nawala nga po yung mga cellphone na punta sa pamilya. What happens now to those who drop the ball?
Okay. Again, continuously nag-iimbestiga tayo. Of course, we don't like stones left unturned, no? So, kailangan natin makuha lahat ng angulo. Good for the family such that to dispel, cover up, whitewash, or whatsoever. And we could have a intellectual and or proper assessment to the cause of the death of Miss Cabral, no? Is there something or someone that nagtulak sa kanya para gawin yon? Either tinulak siya or yung sarili niya na mismo ang nagsabi na gawin niya yon. Okay? So, lahat po kailangan ma-answer. Katulad niyan, marami kayong speculations right now. We would like to answer that. And we would like to inform the family kung ano yung tunay na nangyari. Ano ang nakikita natin ngayon? Of course, sabi nyo, we would like to have an autopsy, we would like to have a DNA. Of course, with finality, makita natin through science ay siya mismo ang Miss Cabral. Why? Yung cellular phone, kailangan makuha natin. Of course, we cannot read somebody's mind, no? But perhaps, yung from the moment na namatay siya, or hours before that or days before that, he left some signs that he will be doing this. And we would like to find out.
So ang tanong ko po, ano pong pwedeng gawin doon sa mga police na hinayaang mapunta yung mga ibang pieces of evidence doon sa media? Ano po ang pwedeng gawin sa
Well,
kanila?
we will remind them kung ano yung tamang gagawin. May mga procedure tayo. Of course, the information was the bag with cellular phone was inside the vehicle. Oh, inside the vehicle. So, yung driver ang nagdadrive nun. And the driver, of course, ay siya lang nagdadrive nun sa sakyan, hindi naman sa kanya yon. So, supposed to be, yung persons of interest, so lahat naman na iimbestigahan, including the driver and others who may have information to the incident. Oh, so, yung sasakyan, kailangan, dapat na-assist din natin yon or subjected for investigation. And other pieces of evidence inside the car. And within the vicinity kung saan nahulog. And supposed to be kung dito sa taas at pababa.
Sir, do you think there's reason to relieve people on the ground?
Pakiulit.
Do you think there's reason to relieve people on the ground because of what had happened?
Oh, madali na lang mag-relieve. Tignan na lang muna natin kung anong mangyayari, kung anong gagawin. No?
Okay. Ms. Karen of ABS-CBN.
Kayo po muna kasi other matters po kasi.
Sir, isa lang. Since nasa pamilya yung cellphone, hindi ba matuturing na contaminated na siya kapag binalik? Kasi di ba, it will affect the investigation once na nauna yung pag-turnover dun sa family bago ma-preserve ng authority. So, hindi pa siya considered as contaminated evidence.
Well, anyway, i-try muna natin na makuha yung i-retrieve yun. Science to, maski burhen or what, may makukuha tayo.
So, sir, just...
This is for the good of everyone. Hindi para sa amin to. Hindi para dun sa nagkamali ng police. Hindi para for the media. No? This is for the sake of justice. We would like to find out the truth.
Thank you, sir.
Karen of ABS-CBN.
Kay Sec po, segue ko lang po kay Zaltco. You said po lang, isa lang to Sec, kasi may press release po kayo regarding po dun sa pag-seizure and forfeiture po nung kanyang mga assets. Just to put it on record po. Ano po yung preparations?
That's the ombudsman's call. Siya ang sasagawa niyan. Siya magpa-file ng civil forfeiture niyan. So, mas maganda siguro siya na lang yung tanong niyo tungkol dyan. But as far as I know, ayun ang path na pupuntahan ng legal arm of the government.
Okay po, thank you.
No more questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Sir,
very
your
much.
thoughts sa pagkaka-aresto kay Diskaya kagabi?
Well, that was expected. And expect more in the coming days or coming weeks. Tuloy-tuloy na to.
Okay.
Start na ba ito nung mga big fish nga?
Yes, small fish ba kasi Diskaya eh. We want to see the bigger fish na makuha talaga.
It's going to happen soon?
It's happening soon.
Thank you very much, Secretary Juanito Victor Rimulya, to our Acting Chief PNP, Jose Melencio C. Nartates, to our friends from the media joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our press briefing. Good morning and God bless us all.